Boots on the ground to put a roof overhead. A volunteer army on a mission to help homeless veterans.
They fought for us. Now it's our turn to fight for them.
Gord McEachran served in the Navy for 8 years. He says for some, leaving the military means the beginning of another battle, transitioning to civilian life.
They went over to fight for us, and some of them come back broken.
Today is an attempt to fix that. In 13 cities from coast to coast, volunteers with Vets Canada walk to raise awareness about homeless veterans.
We need to get the Canadians past the shock of thinking that there's homeless veterans.
The problem became clear with a breakthrough study by the federal government last year. It found more than 2,000 former soldiers use homeless shelters on a regular basis, making up 2.7% of all shelter users. Many struggle with their mental health, alcoholism, or drug abuse, and there may be a lot more out there.
We think that's a low number. It doesn't account for the ones living off the grid, the ones who are couch surfing.
Hillary Turner is with Vets Canada in Toronto. She says today's walk isn't much different from the group's usual work.
We go into shelters, we go into areas where we know there are homeless people.
Volunteers hit the streets to look for homeless veterans because homeless veterans aren't always looking for them.
We're trained to be tough, and we're trained to be mean.
Gord McEachran says asking for help just isn't in a soldier's DNA.
You're not going to get one to ask you for help. You're going to have to go looking for them.
The federal government says it boosted benefits for veterans in this year's budget, but some say more could be done.
This government made all sorts of promises in the lead up to the last election, and they nailed a bit of the low-hanging fruit, if you will.
Retired Colonel Pat Stogren wants a public inquiry into homeless veterans, a problem these volunteers are trying to fix one step at a time. Trevor Dunn, CBC News, Toronto.